Welcome, gorgeous beings alive. This is Almara coming to you with the 100 Miracles in 100 Days project and the Effortless Manifesting and Awareness Activation. Let's begin by just taking a long, slow, big belly breath in, holding it for as long as it's comfortable, before breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in again, holding it for as long as it's comfortable, and breathing out. Let's do this several times. And once you can shift your awareness, move to internally, inside yourself, you can return to breathing in through the nose, holding it for as long as it's comfortable, and then breathing out through the nose. And it is best to keep your focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the nose unless you're releasing, and especially if stuff is coming up or you are drifting off, or you're being agitated by how much I am a chatterbox. So there is profound healing codes embedded in my voice. They are designed to uplift your frequency up into the light, to raise your vibration. And trust me, your ego will be doing everything it can to stop that happening. So just breathe. In through the nose, holding it for as long as it's comfortable, and then out through the nose. And we are going to do a quickie awareness activation now. So I want you to bring your awareness into your body. Everything you know about your body, your height, weight, shape, hair color, eye color, skin color, and all its gripes that you might be carrying around with you, and stuff like headaches and rashes and backaches and knee aches and etc., etc. Any pain holding onto in the body, just throw it out the window or out the door and just breathe. See if you can sense yourself a little bit lighter without all those stories going on. God, I would love to know if anyone else is having like really weird smells happening as you're connecting in these days. Could be smells from the past. Like I've been smelling something for the last 3 hours. Can't work out what it is, but I remember recently going to the toilet at 3 a.m. in the morning and smelling Fabulon. They don't even make that horrible stuff anymore. Just spray it on your clothes as a spray starch before you iron them. So, well, they might do, but I don't use it if they do. Breathing in the most unusual smell in my awareness. And now bring your awareness into your identity. Everything to do with your identity. Name, address, phone number, occupation, kids, cats, dogs, pets, family, car you drive, house you live in, qualifications, university degrees, all of that stuff that identifies you as you. Throw it out the window, just temporarily, to see if there's not something greater there than the identity that you have given yourself. Or out the door and breathe. And now bring your awareness, please, into all of your feelings, emotions, and opinions, and toss them out the window or out the door and breathe. Feel yourself getting lighter and lighter without all this stuff that defines you as you. You may even begin to smell beautiful things like I am, or even strange things. You may be beginning to sense some light flickering in your third eye. Some people can even sense your awareness, your soul light, beginning to heal all those gripes you had in your body. So just breathe. Again, if you can't feel anything, that does not mean that something truly powerful isn't happening for you. It just means you have to do this more regularly because you're full of density that needs clearing. That's not who you are. It's the stuff you've acquired along the way because you weren't born this way or born that way. You were born pure awareness, pure God source, and everything else is learned. Bring your awareness now, please, into your beautiful mind and all of your thoughts, conscious mind, unconscious mind, subconscious mind. Throw all those out the window and breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose, unless you're releasing through the mouth. Beautiful. Bring your awareness now into your heart, your beautiful, beautiful heart. And I want you to seek and find, gather and bind all of your heartache and all of your heartbreak, meaning all the times you felt heartbroken or had a broken heart because someone you love left, or you lost a pet, or one of the many, someone betrayed you, one of the many things that can cause us to have a broken heart. And also become aware of the wall that you have around your heart so that nobody can hurt you ever again, which never works anyway, but toss it all out the window or out the door and breathe, please. See, as you toss all that stuff out the door, if you can't sense some more beautiful, unconditional love for you flowing up into you and into your life. Now please bring your awareness into your being, your entire being, and anything and everything that is out of alignment with the infinite wealth and abundance in your being. Toss that out the window. So all lack of limitation, all poverty consciousness, all struggle, all that's got to go out the window, out the door, and breathe. Anything and everything that is blocking an abundance of everything, not just an abundance of money and wealth, but an abundance of bliss and peace and joy and flow. Gosh, think about all the times your life's been in flow and things just happened and came to you and you got everything you ever wanted, and think about all the times you struggled and make a decision about which one you want. Toss the rest of it out the window or out the door and breathe. Out the door into another room, that means. Just in case you're new, and if you're new, you can go back and listen to the very first activation. There's a full activation in the first one. This is just a quickie activation because we are at Miracle 34. Breathe. Now I'd like you to bring your awareness into all of the shame and blame and pain and struggling that you're carrying around in your entire being. So by entire being, I mean your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual being. And seek and find, gather and bind all of that shame, all of that blame. That's when we blame someone else for our stuff going on in our life. All of the pain and all of the suffering that you're carrying around in your 100 trillion cells and your 100 trillion telomeres, and just toss it out the window or out the door into another room and breathe. See if you can sense how much lighter you feel. See if you can feel more of your 99% untapped, pure potential, pure God source that is truly who you are. You're a less than 1% physical matter. And yet that 1% runs your entire life. Breathe. Breathe. And it's here that if you wish to manifest something, you can simply go, how can I? How can I own my own home? How can I have a new car? How can I get a new job? How can I double my income? How can I have a fit and healthy, strong and powerful, lean and flexible body? Whatever it is you want, just ask. We do recommend at this point, ask for one thing. When you get proficient at this, you can put as many things as you like in there, but sometimes the ego just demands 10 things because it scatters the energy and it knows you won't get anything. So just to begin with, until you know it really works, just try one thing and breathe. Breathe into the magnificence of who you truly are. Awaken all of the unconditional love and source light in every one of those 100 trillion cells that are connected to all time and space, all dimensions of light, all universes, galaxies, star systems. The entire universe exists within you through the cells of your being, and breathe. And when you are connected to that and you want to manifest something, of course it's going to happen much easier than if you want to manifest it with your little 1%, where you have to push and shove. Me, I'd much rather be in the flow. Breathe. And so we're just going to move on to Miracle 34. I did want to make this a quickie today, so I'm hoping that it is. I've been up since 3 a.m. this morning. So I'm going to share a little interesting time and space miracle that happened quite some years ago. I was still living in Melbourne, I think. And I received an email from a beautiful lady. I can't remember her name now, although I think her name is in the testimonials on my website, who told me that she was reading my website, and when she was reading it, or while she was reading it, her whole room filled with the smell of roses. A couple of things I want to mention about roses, which some people have tried to contradict me, and then looked it up and found I was right. Roses are the highest vibrating plant on the planet. That's the first thing there. And that's why you see a lot of spiritual teachers, when they're working in live groups, they have big, big bunches of roses there. That's part of the reason, to keep the energy free and flowing, free and flowing. But she also, this girl who wrote this, I've got her name as an R in my head, but I just can't remember. That could be wrong. She didn't know that I had a great, great love of antique roses, or antique, beautiful perfumed roses is more exactly when she wrote that. So that's our miracle for today. Very short and sweet, reminding you she was not well, she may have been spiritual. She must have been at least a little bit spiritual. She wouldn't have been reading my website. But she read my website and was able to smell roses, or the smell of roses filled her entire room, enough to make her stop and just breathe it in. That's the power that exists within you. You can affect people with just an email. When you come into alignment with the 99% untapped, pure potential, pure God source, your energy will affect people. A lot of times people, it can affect them to bring their stuff up, but if you stay open to that kind of energy flowing into you, it can also help you dissolve some of that stuff. And that's why we say listen and breathe. If you become distracted, or if you feel some kind of agitation coming up while you're doing it, just breathe. Because that's the pure unconditional love, bringing the stuff that's out of alignment with your own pure unconditional love and bringing it to the surface to be healed. Alrighty, that's our miracle for today. Nice and short and sweet. It's possible for all of you. The reason we're doing this miracle series is so that you can know that everything is possible for you. And if that miracle happened, I don't know, it happened 10, 11 years ago or whatever, maybe 12 years ago, and we're having these upgrades in frequency happening, like have been happening all last year, in particular since the Lionsgate in August last year, but then it got really ramped up at the eclipse in November, and it just keeps expanding. So it's really, really important that everybody keep raising their frequency up into the light. Be careful of people trying to pull you back down. This is something I've learnt just recently. People, the not so light beings are trying to get you to stay out of that high frequency. They know that they can't affect you now, so they're trying to do it through the people that you love, or that even might not even be, but just be really mindful before you put your energy anywhere, especially if someone's giving you shit, whether it's worth even answering that. I saw a comment today, this morning sometime on the lunch break on Facebook, and I just looked at it and went, I was so vibrating high from this workshop I'm doing, I'm not even going to answer you, that's such a stupid thing to say. Because it was obviously someone vibrating in a really lower frequency. I just sent them some love, but I didn't answer them. And that's, be careful where you share your energy. Because there's energy vampires everywhere. And there's also a ton of not so light beings that are trying to stop this awakening happening. And they're doing everything they can. And they're really trying to get to the high-powered people through the people that love them. So don't engage. There can't be a fight there can only be a fight if two people are involved. Otherwise, just drop it. Let them go have that. And some of them are trying to steal energy as well. If they see that you're a high-vibrating being, they get into a fight with you just to steal your energy. Don't participate in that bullshit and it won't happen again. So, alrighty. Love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all. Have a truly blessed day. And I look forward to being with you again tomorrow. Bye for now.